is Odelin,
My name's Mackenzie,
and this is our seventh episode of the Magical Hour.
and we are so excited to chat with you all today about Odelin's past trip and then my future trip that I have coming up.
I'm really excited because so much happened during this trip, and I haven't been able to share anything because I've been sick. So I didn't want to do voiceovers on videos sounding super stuffy.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like I still am a little bit stuffy, but it's not as crazy as before. So I'm excited to be able to say everything in this episode.
Yeah, I'm glad too that you feel better because nothing worse than feeling sick after a magical trip. So just glad to
Right?
hear that you're doing better.
Yes. But yeah, so this trip, it all started off with Art of Animation, which has been one of those resorts that I've been wanting to go to a lot. Like I mentioned in a previous episode, I am the type of person that really wants to see Disney everywhere when I'm at Disney. So I want to see the characters there. And Art of Animation is one of those hotels that provides that. I get to see the Little Mermaid everywhere in my case because I did stay at the Little Mermaid area. And it was beautiful. It was so pretty. The rooms were so nice. I'll share a video of the room tour that I did. And I'll share it here too. And yeah, so it was like really nice. The bathroom, beautiful. I don't know if you've seen
Mm-hmm.
pictures of it. It's like all decorated with the wallpaper of Ariel's things, and it's so cute. So theming was on point. Um, so that was very nice. We did do Hollywood Studios the very first day. That was nice too. We didn't go on many rides, actually. Did we go on any rides? We went on Rise. That's it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, Rise and Smuggler's Run. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was nice. We actually got to do that with the Disney girlies. So that made it even better because it was so much fun getting to ride everything with the girls.
Mhm.
Um, so that day when we got to Hollywood Studios, instantly went to 50's Prime Time, and that's where we had our Disney girlies meet up this trip. And we had a great time. It was so fun. So if you don't know the restaurant, they basically are very strict with everything, and it's like you can have your phone on the table, you can't put your elbows on the table. You need to make sure you eat all your veggies. If not, you get in trouble for eating all your veggies. Um, I will say though, this experience wasn't as good as my previous one. My previous one, I did go later on in the day, so maybe it's like the time of the day too, whether they're a little bit rougher or not. But it's like they were very rough with us, and the lady was like, "You need to make sure you eat all your veggies." My husband got caught with his phone one time, and she's like, "You better put that away." Then like she leaves and she comes back, and he's on his phone again. And then she's like, "Are you serious? You're on your phone again? I'm gonna be right back." And she leaves, and she comes back with a hat that says "brat" on it. So yeah, it was like the experience was just more fun. This time around though, um, they were more serious kind of. They didn't say anything about like no phones rule or anything like that. I actually even took out my phone and I even started recording an unboxing right there at the restaurant. I'll provide the video of that here. Um, where I'm basically opening up a whole ass package right there at the restaurant. My husband even snitches on me and is like, "Look, she's on her phone." And the guy doesn't even say anything. So, yeah, the experience was just a little bit different. I wonder if it's the time of the day. We did go at 2 p.m., so I'm thinking like maybe it was earlier, so maybe they're more calm. And then like at night, it's a little bit more crazy. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Now that's definitely interesting. And I feel like too, like could be a number of things, right? Like could just be the energy, like, could just be having like an off day or like maybe just didn't get like I don't want to say like the proper like training for it, right? But like
Yeah.
maybe like, no one's really shown them like the ropes of how it's done. And that's unfortunate because I feel like it's like the vibe that you get there is like that old time, like retro, back in what the 60s or 50s, sorry, because 50s primetime diner. Um, it's unfortunate that the experience wasn't as like fruitful, I guess, as the past one that you've had. So sounds like you guys need a do-over.
Yes. We still had a great time though. Like they still made some of the other so we did get a booth this time since we were 6 people in total. We did get a booth and on one side and then the other side only had chairs. So I think that he was picking more on the side with the chairs because it's easier for him to get access to them rather than the ones in the booth. We're kind of stuck there. We can't really move. So they kept,
Hmm.
so he kept picking specifically on Bailey and Steph. And it was really funny because it was just targeting them constantly. Like he made Bailey get up and do the teapot dance, and she's like, "Oh my goodness." Um, and then Steph, he kept like picking on her too, telling her, make sure you eat all your veggies. Are you sure you're gonna eat all of those veggies and stuff like that? So it was still good.
Hmm.
It just wasn't the same.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I also feel like the whole vibe of the restaurant, it wasn't just our waiter or anything like that. I think it was like the whole vibe. Because in the past when we went, even around us, they were all interacting. Like one of the girls had to get up and put her nose on the door on like the wall because she didn't eat her veggies and she was trying to hide it and things like that. And then like they sang happy birthday really obnoxious, really loud, um, in a crazy voice. And it's like we didn't get to see any of that this time. So it wasn't just our personal experience. I felt like it was more of the whole restaurant kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Yeah, if it was like a whole vibe of the restaurant sort of
Yeah.
thing.
That's why I'm like, is it the time of the day? Maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe people ending like their first shift, like getting ready for shift change or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe. How has your experience been there when you've gone?
Overall, it's been pretty good. I think I'm a bigger fan of the experience there than the actual food. I will say like I know that the fried chicken's really good, but like I'm not a big like mashed potato person. So typically I just get the chicken Caesar salad.
Okay.
There which is good, you know. But I'm more of like I just like the ambiance kind of there. And actually there, have you ever tried their peanut butter and jelly milkshake?
I hate peanut butter.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. I'm actually like I don't eat any nuts at all, but like peanut butter, just definitely. Mm-mm. Hate it.
Really? Okay. See, I do enjoy peanut butter, but I'm not a big jelly fan.
That's
But like the contrast of the flavors I think is really good. But they have other great milkshakes, so I do recommend
yes.
to try
I
one.
got their chocolate milkshake when I was there. Yeah.
Ooh, yum. You can never go wrong with chocolate milkshake. But yeah, I think it's been good overall. I haven't been there, gosh, in 7 years.
Oh,
I think
okay.
was the last time I ate there. Yeah, when I graduated from college. So yeah, about yeah, 7 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really like the experience. I kind of agree with you. The experience is nice. The food is okay.
mhm,
Something else I do like about it though is that it's not a fixed rate, so your food is just whatever you pay for. So it helps you kind of control how much you're spending in a way. So that's nice too, because you still get a really good experience, a very well themed restaurant because it's decorated beautiful, very
mhm,
detailed. So that's nice. And then on top of that, you get to control kind of like how much you're spending. So that's
yeah.
something else I like about it. But yeah, we had so much fun. After that, we started taking some pictures, we started creating some content and stuff like that. I'll provide some of the stuff that we posted. Um, and then after that, we went straight to Rise of the Resistance. We had to do
Mhm.
Rise. So we did Rise. Wait time was actually not that bad. It was listed as 65 if I remember correctly, and we felt like it was a lot faster. So
I That's good. Do you ever time yourself in line?
yes, we have.
Okay.
We have done it. This time I didn't. I kind of was a little bit too distracted with everyone, you know. So I
Hmm.
didn't really like time it, but yes, in the past I've timed it. And then after that we went straight to Smuggler's Run. Really fun. Um, we were at that time we were actually four people because Alex and Monica had to leave, so
Okay.
they were no longer with us. So we just went on Smuggler's Run after that. And then we finished off with um well, I went to Toy Story Land uh
Hmm.
just to like take help Steph take some pictures and stuff since she was dressed up as Buzz. So we did that. And after that, here's where the funny stuff happens. Crazy me decides to not only did she start a freaking video of unboxing stuff in 50s prime time where phones are technically not allowed, I also decided to go on top of a trash can in Toy Story Land to do more unboxing. So I basically had Steph before this trip. I basically had her as like my personal shopper in a way, where
Hmm.
like if she was going to a market or something, I would be like, "Oh, can you please pick this up for me?" And that way I didn't have to send it over to my place and all of that stuff, right? So thankfully she did that for me. Thank you, Steph. I love you. Um, but then what happened was that she got to Disney World and she gave me this huge bag of
Hmm.
Disney, like stuffed up with a ton of things that she had bought for me when like I would tell her to pick it up for me and stuff like that. And so I wanted to do an unboxing. And I was like, what better place to do it than in Disney, like in the actual parks. So we went to this trash can and it was like a double trash can, so they were really close to each other. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do the unboxing right here. I have a lot of space to put everything on there. Well, we start doing the unboxing. I show all the stuff to the video, and one thing falls. And I like remember this, right? I'm like, oh, something fell. I have to pick it up afterwards, right? I just continue with the video, whatever. When I'm done, we take a picture of everything together, we pack it up, and we leave. And when we get to the Hollywood um Tower of Terror area, I'm like, wait, Steph, something had fallen and we didn't pick it up. Like I remember I had to pick it up. And she's like, I thought we picked it up because there was something else that had fallen and we did pick it up. And I'm like, let me check the video. So I kind of skimmed through the video really quick. I don't see anything. I checked the bag, try to remember if everything was in there. Everything seemed in there, right? It wasn't until I got to the hotel at night that I'm talking to my husband and I'm like, the bracelets! I was missing a whole pack of bracelets. That's what had fallen in between the trash cans.
Oh
It was
no.
a whole pack of bracelets, brand new, not opened or anything. And that's what it was. That's when I remembered what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl. That stinks. Were
Yeah.
they bracelets from Sue?
Stuff from Sue, yes. So I had
Okay.
ordered a ton of bracelets from her and she had separated for me in two packs. And so one of them I had, the other one had fallen. And it was
Oh,
supposed to coordinate with the outfits I was wearing and everything. So it was like I needed it that trip, you know? Uh, but yeah. And I
oh.
did file a loose item thing online, but they messaged me back saying that they haven't found it. So we kind of gave up on that. But thankfully, Sue is amazing, and I spoke to her about it, and she already made them, and she mailed it out for me. Obviously, like I paid for all of that because it's her service, right? And at the end of the day, it was my fault. But she's so sweet enough to be like, it's okay. I actually have pictures of everything. I know what was inside the packs because I didn't even remember what was inside the packs. But she had pictures of everything and she sent it to me. She's like, this is what was in it. I'm gonna recreate those same exact ones and send it over to you. So,
Thank goodness.
and then on top of that, I get some extra bracelets because I ordered some Star Wars ones as well.
Hey, there you go. It's girl math at that point. It's like free
Exactly.
adding them in.
Exactly. They were extras. But
Exactly.
yeah, I was so devastated. And that was already day one. And it's like, why? Why? So yeah, I was sad about that. Um,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. But it's okay. I mean, it worked out anyways. Like I unfortunately didn't get the content that I wanted with the bracelets and stuff, but I'm gonna get them anyway, so it's okay. It's all
yeah.
it worked out. Um, but yeah. So that was day one. And then after that, we went to like Hollywood Studios, Tower of Terror. We kind of made more silly videos there. I'll show them here. It was funny. I don't know if you got a chance to see them because I know you've been busy too. But like one of them, we were doing the little clapping thing, and then we were supposed to go in the middle and do like a little dance or something. And when it was my turn, I don't know what happened. I just kind of froze, and I was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm stepping out, and I was just dying of laughter. Because I don't know, I honestly didn't even plan what I was going to do. So when I had to actually go do it, I'm like, wait a minute, what do I do?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like fun and it was just fun creating all those videos. There's still a ton more I haven't uploaded. Like I said, I was sick, so I haven't even had time to like go back and make more content.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was really, really fun. Day one was really fun. Very sad at the end when I found out it was the bracelets I was missing, but overall it was fun.
Good. I'm glad day one overall was a good day, but unfortunate about the bracelets. But glad though, Sue, awesome gal, sending them out
Yeah.
to you. So,
Yes, yes. Day two was Magic Kingdom. So much fun. We had actually reserved Keys to the Kingdom this time.
hmm
And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a tour where they show you everywhere around the parks and they kind of give you like little insights of things that you probably didn't know, like things on the windows in Main Street. Then they take you to like Adventureland and they tell you certain things that about Adventureland that you probably didn't know. They even take you underground and you get to see where the workers go underground and stuff. So it's really, really cool. And this
hmm
is where I want to talk a lot because it was such a nice experience. I loved it. It's definitely worth it to do at least once. It is on the pricier end, but I
hmm
would say it's so worth it. Have you ever done it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, I highly recommend it. You should try one day if possible because you get so much insight. And I already love Disney. I love what they represent and all of that. Now I am even more in love with it. The
Hmm
details that goes in it, everything is so well thought out. It's crazy. It's crazy. So basically the way it works is that before you enter Magic Kingdom's supposed to be like your show, right?
hmm
Before you even enter Magic Kingdom, that's like you walking to a theater, right?
hmm
During the very old times, where did you have to go first? The ticket booth.
Yep.
And that's why we have ticket booths. So you scan, like, well, in this case, now we scan digital items, all of that stuff. But before then, you used to get a physical ticket and then you go into the Magic Kingdom. Then we have like the two tunnels, right? Those two
hmm
tunnels are supposed to be the curtains. So it's like you're walking into the theater, right?
hmm
And then what's the show? The castle. So you have to like build the climax, turn, and see the castle.
hmm
So I found that so cute. I love that. The fact that everything is so well thought out is insane. It's
Yeah.
insane. Something else I found really cool is that back then you used to have credits actually at the beginning of the movie. So what do we see
Mm-hmm.
in Main Street? You see all of the characters' names on the windows, right? Well, not
hmm
characters, they were people, right? So like you'll see Walt's name or you'll see his brother's name, Roy Walt, on the windows. Those were the credits. So it's like you're walking through the credits before you get to the show or like before the movie starts or whatever.
hmm
So all of those little hidden details was really nice to know about. Um, have you ever seen the statue of a man with Minnie right in front of the castle? Like
Yes.
it's like
The
all
on
the
the
way,
on the bench.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Is it Roy?
So yeah, it's actually Roy. I feel like a lot of people, I myself thought it was Walt. Um, and it wasn't until this like tour that I actually found out it's not Roy. It's not Walt. It's actually Roy.
Okay, and then Walt's the one that's closer to
Yes,
the
and then
castle
Walt
with
is closer.
Mickey.
So the original plan was that that bench was supposed to have Mickey, but you can't have two Mickeys.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were gonna have a Mickey later on, you couldn't have it early on because that's two Mickeys.
Mm-hmm.
So basically they decided, okay, let's not do Mickey, we'll do Minnie. And they did Minnie. And then also Walt was like later on, so they decided to do Roy closer, like in the front with Minnie. And it also symbolized kind of like how Roy was the back end type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
where he wouldn't be the face of Disney, but he was there, while Walt Disney was the one that was the face, right? So he was with Mickey, and then Roy is with Minnie, who's kind of like also the back, right? Mickey's
Mm-hmm.
obviously the main character. So I found that really cool too, those little hidden details. Um, so you do actually get to ride rides on this tour, and I didn't know about this going in. We got to ride Jungle Cruise, but
Mm-hmm.
not with the normal experience. It's with a different experience. It's actually where they tell us about the ride itself. There's no jokes involved.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Cruise originally was not supposed to have jokes. It wasn't until later on somebody started adding jokes to it, and some other cast members started making the jokes too. And Walt started realizing that there's times that the line was really long for one thing, but not for the other one. And he's like, what's going on here? So he decided to experience it himself. And that's when he realized, oh, wait, they're telling jokes on this line, and the other one they're not. So he decided to start bringing the jokes out.
Mm.
And that's why now the Jungle Cruise has all those jokes. But originally it was not meant to be like that.
Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then you get to ride the Jungle Cruise. Like I said, no jokes. It's pretty serious. Like she's just educating you, like your tour guide is educating you on what happens in the certain areas, why things are there. So that's really cool too. Like the hippos, how the hippos, they don't have the full body. It's just the head of the hippo that's being shown.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so little things like that, little tips of why things are certain things, like the drivers, they're not actually driving the boat. There's something underground that's helping guide the boats and stuff like that. Um, and then after that, you do get lunch while you're
Mm-hmm.
there. So you do get lunch later on. And then you also go to Haunted Mansion. They let you
Mm-hmm.
go on Haunted Mansion as well. So that was nice too. Um, so much stuff behind Haunted Mansion too. But
Yeah.
very interesting. Then we did sit down by the Liberty Tree for some time, and we learned a lot about the Liberty Tree. So that tree, it's Disney, right? Like they need everything to be perfect. They need everything super detailed. That tree was actually pulled from somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
and brought to Disney. And as they were putting it down, it broke. So it kind of like started cracking on the side. And so they had to use another tree and kind of combine both trees, bring it down, and that's how they were able to get the Liberty tree that we have right now.
Ah,
So it's basically like two trees in one.
yeah,
It
like
wasn't supposed to be like that. It just everything was going perfect until they had to bring it down. That's when it cracked. Um, so yeah, so that was interesting too, because it's like you never think of that. You
mm-hmm.
now I feel like I appreciate the tree even more than what I did before, right? Because all of this work that was put into it.
Right,
It's not like that tree was just sitting there ever since the beginning.
right.
So that was nice. We did, oh yeah, before we even got to that part, we actually got to go to the back end and see all of the parade floats in
Oh
the
yeah.
in like the warehouse. So that was really cool. And by the way, there's no videos, no pictures. You can't do any of that during this tour. Phones have to be away. So I obviously don't have pictures of any of that. But it was really nice going back there and seeing, we got to see the Maleficent dragon since it's like the very first
Mm-hmm.
one. It was the very first one in the warehouse. And you got to see it like right in front of your face. It was cool. Um, And they give you all the tour, like they give you all the insights of how the floats work, how where the drivers go, how everything is like aligned perfectly. So they have,
Mhm.
for example, certain people on the sides of the flows. That's not just to keep track of the people, making sure they don't cross in, but it's also for them to know where the float needs to go and stuff like that, like kind of guide themselves. So really cool stuff. There's some floats that don't even have any sides for the driver. They have
Mhm.
to use cameras only. Um, Another thing, for example, for the Christmas time, they have this parade float that's just presents. And
Mhm.
you might think like, why is that even on the parade? Well, it's actually music. So inside of it is music, and that's what's helping the other floats know when to go. Because like the
Mhm.
floats near it will be able to hear it. So yeah, so it's like little things like that. That's cool. We even got to see one of the test. Um, I forgot the name. It's basically like a golf cart, and that's what they use to learn how to drive the floats.
Okay.
And it has like the speakers on it and stuff like that. Whatever the float itself might need, that's what the little golf cart has. So it was nice seeing that too. Um,
Yeah. That way I can kind of like simulate the experience for the drivers and everything.
yeah, exactly. Trying to like teach them how to do it. After that, trying to think what other cool facts they had. Oh, Walt is also like very, or he was very into seasons.
Mhm.
So that's why we have like the Christmas store, we have a Halloween store by Haunted Mansion. There's also a Labor Day store or something like that, somewhere around the Liberty Tree. So that was cool too, to know
Mhm.
about that stuff. Then after that, I think that's when we went underground. But it's technically not underground, it's technically first level.
Mhm.
The castle itself was actually built above everything. So it's like, yeah. Um, we got to go under there and we got to experience everything of like where the cast members go. So how they go from one area of the park to another area of the park fast without all everyone around and stuff like that. We did get to see the costume store, like not
Mhm.
costume store, but like the costume where they're making it and stuff. So that was neat. We got to see so many costumes. And yes, we did get to see some of the cast members who are dressed up as the characters, but they were fully dressed up. So it's like we got to see Cinderella with the top. Her hair was done, everything, the top of her dress, but then her pants were like those old style, um, I don't know what they're called, but they're like the baggy pants with the leggings in the bottom. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're
No.
like super, super from many years ago, kind of thing. Um,
Okay.
And then like she didn't have her bottom part of the skirt, right? So she was just
Mhm.
missing that. Um we got to see Belle, like you can see the curls of the hair and everything, but she wasn't wearing her outfit per se. She just had the hair on. Um so yeah, that was interesting too, seeing them just walking around casually. Um After that, they have this really nice storyline type of thing,
Mhm.
frames. So they have like all the frames of Walt and back then when he was building Magic Kingdom and all of that. And you get to see as everything progressed and how when he passed away, Roy had to give a speech and like, they kind of go through all of that stuff.
Mhm.
They also spoke about how Magic Kingdom, the castle, was actually built exactly, I think it was 199 feet,
Yep.
because if they built it 200 feet, then they needed to put a red thing on top.
Yep. Same with Tower of Terror.
Yeah. So now I have a question for you. Which building is actually taller than the 200 feet? Or like which structure is taller? Do you know?
What do you mean, like which structure? Like,
There's something in Disney property that's actually taller than the 200 feet. Or was at one point. Because I think it was only for a short period of time.
was it the hat
No,
that was in?
it's actually the Epcot ball, Mission Space.
Ah.
So that one, for some time, they had Mickey on top with like a wand, and at the wand they put the red little blinking lights.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I
So,
remember that.
but yeah, I think it was only for a certain time. It wasn't like the actual ball itself is not over 200 feet, but they did increase the regulations, and now, yeah, now it's bigger. I forgot how much it was now, but they did make it bigger now.
Okay. It's good to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it got me thinking like, will they make the castle taller now? I
Yeah.
doubt it because it's been a while, but I feel like it would be a lot of work having to bring the whole castle up, and
Oh gosh, yeah, scale it up and everything. That would take a while.
no, they wouldn't do that, in my opinion.
Mhm.
But yeah, so yeah, it was like a lot of crazy things. Like I can't remember everything right now. I'm sure that if I actually sat down and thought about the park itself, I would think of more things that they told us. But it was really cool. Really cool. It made me appreciate Disney even more than what I already do.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to hear that it was a really cool experience. And it's definitely one too that's on my bucket list to do at some point in the future.
Yes, I definitely think you should. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Um, Now here's where it got crazy. So right at the end of the tour, we're coming back. It was kind of like by Tony's restaurant. It was oh my God, what's the confessionary, right?
The
What's right next?
confectionery,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we were coming by the back side of the confessionary, and guess what?
But,
Right next to that backside, it's like a parking lot or something. And some people were coming in. And I was like looking over to see who it was. Girl, it was Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato was coming in with her husband and a group of other people that probably she knows. They were coming in.
wow.
I was freaking out. I looked at my husband, I'm like, that's Demi Lovato, that's Demi Lovato. And I like saw her pass by and I was so mad. I couldn't get my phone, I couldn't get anything.
Hmm.
But she was right there. She was like 10 feet away from me.
That is wild.
It was insane. And I still kind of like doubted myself, like, was that really her? Like, there's no
Hmm.
way. And after a couple of hours, somebody was already posting saying that she was in Magic Kingdom. I was like, oh, bro, I saw her first. I literally saw her going into the park right there.
Wow.
She hadn't even seen the castle or anything. She was still in the
Mhm.
back, just got off her car, basically.
Oh my goodness. Wild.
Yeah,
Wild. That's cool. So cool that you were able to see her though.
I was freaking out. After
Hmm.
that, I didn't even hear anything else that the tour guide was saying. I was just so zoned out. I was like, Demi Lovato. Oh my God, that was Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. I was freaking out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, don't ask me what the tour guide said the last like 10 minutes of the tour because I have no idea. I have no. It was already the end of the tour,
Hmm.
so yeah, I didn't miss out too much, but I was just freaking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really cool. That was cool. So now I know where the celebrities come by.
Yes, so you can be on the lookout for them on your next trip.
I don't think you can see them because
Hmm.
if I remember correctly, like I said, I kind of zoned out. If I remember correctly, there's something blocking that area, like a door or something. So you can't see them coming in
Hmm.
when you're inside the park.
Okay.
But yeah,
Mm.
it's crazy. Very
Yeah. That's so cool though.
Yeah. And they did give us like a little pin that says Keys to the Kingdom, so that was cute too.
Yeah. And it's a little like key, right?
Yeah.
Cute. Cute.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really nice. I really enjoyed that. The Demi Lovato kind of topped it off. I was freaking out, but
Yeah.
overall it was nice. It was a really, really nice experience.
Good. No, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. After that, it's a 5-hour tour, so it's very, very tiring.
Hmm.
So we ended up um leaving and we went to the hotel room for a little bit. And then we went back and we got to go on Tron at night. Or
Fun.
was Tron at night? Wait, no, I confused it. Hold on. No. So after that, we were hungry because it had already been a while since we ate. So we decided to go get Gaston's cinnamon roll.
Hmm.
And since we were back there, we were like, oh, we might as well go on Tron. And that's when we rode Tron. Then we went to the hotel, rested for some time, and then came back like at 8 p.m. Yes, we came back at like 8 p.m. We came back and we enjoyed like the Starlight show, the
Hmm.
parade now that's going on. So we got to see that. Not all of it. We did get a little bit late, so we didn't get to see everything. But we got to see that, and then we went on Space Mountain a couple of times. We've been traded, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Seven Dwarfs, which we hadn't gone on in forever.
Hmm.
We were like, let's do it. It's nighttime. People are watching the fireworks and stuff. We might as well enjoy Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Seven Dwarfs.
Seven Dwarfs.
So yeah, so that was nice. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I actually like Magic Kingdom at night a little bit more because you get to go on the rides faster. And it's like
Hmm.
everyone is so distracted with the fireworks and stuff. I'm like, I've seen the fireworks, it's okay. We can just go on the rides. So
So
that's
I'm a Magic Kingdom morning girly. I like when it's quiet, sun's just rising, good time to
yeah,
be there.
yeah. I would do that more too. It's just that
Hmm.
sometimes we're so tired from like whenever we go to Orlando, a lot of the times we go to Miami first. So it's like we're already tired from Miami, now we gotta go to Orlando. Waking up early is like a hustle. Um,
Yeah.
so that's why we wouldn't do Magic Kingdom super early that much. But we have done it in the past and we love it. I personally love it.
Mhm.
I love seeing the castle in the mornings. So pretty.
It's so pretty.
And like the lines, I've gone on the Little Mermaid for a 5 minute wait time and it's awesome.
Yeah.
A
Can't
walk.
beat that.
Yeah. And then getting to Gaston's and it's like no line whatsoever.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely really good. Um, but yeah, that's about it for my Magic Kingdom day.
So
Uh,
sounds like a very jam-packed day for you guys.
it was so tiring, but so worth it. We had a great time.
Yeah.
The next day was just Epcot, but that was also our leaving day. So
Hmm.
it was a little bit chaotic too. We had to like pack up everything. We put our dogs, because we did take our dogs on this trip. So we took our dogs to a grooming appointment. That way we didn't have to be with them. Um, like we dropped them off and that way we could go to Epcot and enjoy Epcot. We didn't get to Epcot, I think, until like 2 p.m. or almost 2 p.m. So it was already pretty late. Our dogs were only gonna get groomed for like 2 hours or so. We could only leave them there, I think it was until 6.
Hmm.
So we were kind of like on a time crunch, but that's okay because Epcot for us is not about the rides. We just like the experience, the vibe. So we got to just walk around, enjoy some food and stuff, and then go pick up the dogs and hit the road for our 15-hour drive back home.
Yeah, which is wild. Quite a trek for you guys.
Yeah, and we did do it in one sitting, like we just hit the road. We didn't stop at a hotel or anything, so very tiring.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, it's a long drive.
Yeah. But
Um,
overall, it was a really nice trip. Very chill, nothing
mhm.
too crazy. Magic Kingdom was crazy because everything was so packed up, but we knew that the tour was going to be 5 hours long, so we were already expecting to not get too much done. And that was
Hmm.
like we've done Magic Kingdom a ton of times. It's okay to take it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, that way slow down and enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But tell me, I want to hear all about your upcoming trip. What do you have planned?
Yes, so leaving, and I don't know when this episode will be posted, but leaving on Thursday, April 30th. So we are doing like a tri-split stay. Reason for that is the trip was originally 2 days, and then we added on more days, and then added on another day like a week or two ago. So we have three different hotel reservations. So first night we'll be staying at All Star Sports, because we don't get in until a little bit later in the afternoon, and we're going to be heading to Disney Springs to go check out the wedding venue.
Oh my
So we
God.
thought that it would be perfect to just go stay there, because we're going to be out anyways. And since we're only doing one night there, we were kind of thinking about a variety of different things. So I transparently am not a big fan of the dining plans in Disney. I think that it's great like if you're someone that like you know that like you want to go have like a certain set amount of meals each day and you just want that all covered in advance, like I think that's great. Um but I just think that like knowing myself, like I don't want to be bound to like either one table service and then one quick service or two quick service, like whatever it may be. I just kind of want to have the flexibility to do what I want. But the quick service dining plan, that includes a refillable mug, two quick service meals that if you are over the age of 21, you can get like beer, wine, some sort of alcohol, and then it also includes a snack. So like an ice cream bar, popcorn, pretzel, soda, water, whatever it is that you want. The total for all of that is like $61 with like taxes, fees, and everything. After taking a look at that, it actually made sense to do the dining plan for the one night because the refillable mug is like $23, right? So that brings us down to $38. And then at that point, between the two quick service meal credits with alcohol included, and a snack, like that's insane for $38. You would spend $38 just on, I feel like, food and a drink alone because some of the drinks are upwards like $16. So we decided to do that because the dining credits don't expire until midnight on the day of checkout. So even though we're getting there on the 30th, we can still use it on the 1st, because we're going to be popping over to Port Orleans Riverside. So we'll be at Port Orleans Riverside for 2 nights. We are just in a preferred room there, not like a royal room or anything. But we are so excited. I've never stayed at All Star Sports, and I've also never stayed at Port Orleans Riverside. I've stayed at French Quarter, for one night, but I'm just so excited to stay at Riverside. I just kind of love the vibe over there, and we'll be able to go do like the jazz club. We can take the boat over to Disney Springs pretty easily. So for us too, and we're gonna get some beignets. So this felt like just like the perfect place to go. Um, Between the 2 days that we're staying at Port Orleans, so Friday, May 1st is like our again another Disney Springs day, and then Scat Cats, and then back over to Disney Springs. We're big fans of Disney Springs. And then Saturday we will be heading to Hollywood Studios. We have a reservation for Oga's Cantina because we're doing like a cute little Star Wars bound. So I think that will be really fun to go there and just all of our Star Wars gear. And then on Sunday, we check out of Port Orleans Riverside and move over to Old Key West, which is my favorite resort. But that day we were actually going mini golfing in the morning, because we have tickets as part of like the vacation package with me being a travel agent. So we get to go do that. So we're gonna go do that at Winter Summerland on like the sand course, that they have, which will be really cool. And then that night we're going to do a monorail crawl. So kind of just pop around to a few different places. And then on Monday, this is probably the day I'm like the most excited for. We are going to Epcot, and we have a couple of I've done lightning lanes for all the days that we're going to the park. But this one I'm like particularly proud of because I feel like just the way that I staggered it is just like chef's kiss. I can report back after I test out the theory. Um, but the plan is to go rope drop Frozen, then walk over to France to go get breakfast, and then we have a Ratatouille or Remy's Ratatouille Adventure lightning lane for 9:15, I think. And then we'll go head over to do like Figment, and then head over to like the land pavilion to go do Soarin', living with the land, go over to do the seas with Nemo and friends. We have a Guardians, Lightning Lane, and a Spaceship Earth one. And then at that point, we're actually going to Beer Garden, which is the restaurant in Germany. It's a all you care to enjoy place that has some live entertainment. And I think the vibe in there is just really cool. And the reason that we decided to do a Beer Garden reservation was because if you did it through the Garden Rocks concert series, you get a guaranteed seat at a show of your choosing. So you can either do the 5:30, the 6:45, or the I think it might be like 8. I can't remember what the exact stagger is, but the Play My Tees are going to be performing while we're there. And that was like our like peak high school type music. So we are going to be doing that on Monday, and then on Tuesday we're checking out, but we're also going to be at Animal Kingdom for the day. So we'll bring all of our stuff down to the front or call them to help them help us get the stuff over, and then we're gonna head to Animal Kingdom for the day.
Okay.
We have to get there early because we're doing the Caring for Giants tour um, with the elephants. So super excited about that. Have you ever done that before?
No.
Yeah, I'm so excited. One of the things, this is probably gonna sound so gross, but one of the things I'm the most excited about is the name tag that they give you is made out of recycled poop, which like I just think is so like like weird but so cool. So we get that name tag to keep. So I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be really cool. And we booked the first tour of the day. That was the advice that we had been given. That way we have the best chance of seeing the elephants because they're a little bit more active at that point of the day. Um, and then we fly home at like 9 o'clock that night. So we have a full Animal Kingdom day. Yeah, and we honestly, like, if we finish the park by noon, like, probably head back over to Disney Springs for a little bit and then go back to Old Key West and then head to airport. So we
Okay.
have a couple of fun things planned, but we're also really just trying to like go with the flow, and we're really trying to be intentional about like being present and just taking the trip day by day.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. I cannot wait to leave in 5 days. I'm doing laundry. I got to finish packing. So I'm like, it's coming up soon. So I'm very excited.
That sounds so much fun.
So I'll be excited to report back and share all of that we did. But that's kind of what we're thinking for now. So
That sounds great. I love that.
yeah.
You have really busy days too, and it just sounds like you have it all planned out. It's all good to go.
Yeah, I keep
I'm
joking
so
with my
excited for you.
girlfriend that oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm so excited for you.
No, thank you. I keep joking with my girlfriend Lauren that I'm going with. Like, I keep telling her, I'm like, you don't have to think about anything. I'm like, that's the best part, is like you just get to show up, and like she's told me what she wants to do. She told me like the types of rides that she's not a big fan of and everything. And we have like a shared note on her phone where like we're adding in like new things that we want to buy or things that we want to eat, drink, see, do, whatever it is, and experience together. But I told her, I'm like, that's the best part is you just have to tell me that information. And then my brain just goes into planning mode and then I plan it out. And
That's
I
awesome.
think I'm excited to see the cadence that we have for our lightning lanes and kind of how they work. I think my Epcot strategy is pretty solid because I've done something very similar to it twice before. But my Hollywood Studios strategy is a little bit different this time around with lightning lanes because I like to book my lightning lanes for first thing in the morning so I can continue to book them
Yeah.
throughout the day. But because we're going to be rope dropping Hollywood Studios and Lauren, one of her favorite rides is the Tower of Terror. So we're gonna rope drop Tower of Terror, but then I also did a lightning lane for like just before Phantasmic, so we can go do it at night and then go watch Phantasmic right afterwards.
That's
So
okay, that sounds really good. And yeah, I do the same thing. I book it like early in the morning. That way I can stack them up later.
yeah.
But that sounds really fun. I'm so excited for you. I hope you have a great trip. And I
Ah,
can't wait
thank
to
you,
hear back.
girl. You know I'll be giving you updates as I'm there.
Yes. Oh my God, can't wait. I want to be back already. It's been only a week and a little bit, like a week and 2 days, and I'm already like, I want to go back.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
I feel like the trip went by so fast and we had so many things happening at the same time that it's like we miss it. We
Mhm.
miss
It flies by.
it really does. It really does.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any shout outs for today?
Ooh, I'm like trying to think. Okay, yeah, actually, shout out to Castle Life Creations or Castle Life Co. They're on Instagram, they're on Etsy, they have their own website. I have ordered a number of different items from them over the past couple months. I have gotten like a Star Wars, like huge fanny pack. It's like the Stony Clover ones. So big, fits so much in there. And then she also recently just did a drop for these little like tote. They look like the Ella Bean boat totes, but it's like a black handle on it with a red and blue lightsaber that are crossed. And then she has these bag charms that kind of coordinate with it. One's like silver sequins, and then the other one is a black balloon with the lightsabers on it. And then I've also purchased a necklace from her with Mickey balloons on it. So yeah, shout
Oh,
out to Castle Life Creations because they have the cutest stuff, and I cannot wait to take pictures of all of my Star Wars stuff in Galaxy's Edge in just about a week. A week
that's
from
so
today, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
What
that's
about
so
you?
cute. Well, who I'm wearing, so I'm wearing Grumps for my headband, which it matches with my Magically bag perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have my earrings, which are from Nikki Mouse Creations. My shirt, Ericka, obviously. Always wearing Ericka now. Then I have my bracelets. I got Disney Girly. I got Disney Besties, Ariel Heart Eric, my name, and then Disney Adults. These are all from Sue.
Love it.
Got two stacks right here to match with all the pink.
I love it. Our
Um,
bracelet queen.
but talking about Star Wars, I actually did get a bag, not similar to yours, but like the lightsabers reminded me of the bag charm that I got. It's from Magically as well. So this bag right here is Magically's, and that one is also Magically. Um, I got the fanny pack from Magically that's Star Wars, and it's like pink with the characters on it. So it
Mhm.
has Chewie and it has Yoda and some other characters, which now I forgot what they were. But yeah, they're like all on the bag, and the bag is pink, which I love pink. And then I got the bag charm, which has the lightsabers as well, just like you were mentioning, except the one is pink and the other one is green. So that was really
Mhm.
cute too. And then she also has the hat that says "May the Force be with you" with the lightsabers as well, just like the bag charm. And then I got these earrings from Aria Avenue.
Mhm.
They're like the studs for Chewy because, I got do some Chewy stuff. So I got the Chewy ones, and then I also got the Rebel one that's pink, so it's gonna go well with the fanny pack too. Um,
Oh, I
so yeah, I
love
kind of have
that.
like my whole Star Wars outfit planned out without even being at the parks. Does that make sense?
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. Can always wear Disney stuff at home.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, those are my shout outs. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was so nice talking about the trip. And if you guys have any questions for us, you can always reach out to us. We can tell you how certain things go or like how to book certain things or whatever the case may be. And we'll leave our handles down below so you can always follow us on Instagram. So make sure to subscribe, like, comment. Anything would be very appreciated.
Yes, absolutely. And if you guys too have any suggestions for things that you want to see, or like Odelin said, any questions that you have, just feel free to let us know. We're always here and happy to answer those. And thank you all so, so much for watching this episode of the Magical Hour. We'll see you all next week for our next one.
Bye.
Bye.